I've known that professional wrestling was fake for a very long time. I think maybe elementary school, SummerSlam, something like that, when I realized this is not a real legitimate thing. This isn't a fight. This is a scripted thing that's happening. That said, there's a lot of athleticism involved. Damage does occur. There's a lot of strength involved. You have to be physically fit or at least capable of taking some serious pain. Here we have an amateur wrestler that's probably going to find something out today. Can I just say, we have to love the outfits.
Melissa's got her up.
Okay, now let's just ignore the minge there, the camel to toe. But that's not a good way to land, folks. I don't know if you know this about the back of your head. There's a nerve system back there. There's a lot of things back there, a spinal cord that goes in to that big line of bones in your back called your spine. Slams like that can actually cause damage. And this looks like it wasn't great. Not only did she land on the back of her head, but she landed at the back of her head and shoulders like this. Not a good way to land at all, scripted or otherwise. Those rings, the floors they use, are bouncy. They're pretty forgiving, but they're not that forgiving. They're still bounce back. And so when you have force coming down plus force going back up, and you're compressed like that with your body weight over, that's not good. That's a recipe for ouch. Immediate best thing you can do in a situation like that, if your opponent still hasn't moved, is to fold them over more with your body weight, ensuring that your opponent in an amateur bout who's making not enough money to buy a cup of coffee, let alone fill the tank of the gasoline in their car to get to that match or pay for their medical bills, well worth the change to cripple them for life so you can get the clout of winning a fake wrestling match.
Cheerleader Melissa, in search of working her way into a Shimmer title shot, continues her winning ways in singles competition. But Alexa Thatcher, very impressive against a main event level star here.
Very impressive how she got her head and neck smashed into the mat. Guys, I know this is supposed to be fake, but there are serious injuries that can be produced by this kind of impact.
Shimmer competition.
And she's still laying there. Also, guys, it's best when someone has their head, neck, and spine slammed into the ground, and they could have some serious spinal damage, to make sure you move them as soon as possible in the least ergonomic fashion, like roll them out of the ring if there could be trauma to their spine. Very well-trained referees here. Do they not have EMS on hand for this event? Usually that's standard. Let's see if this girl's able to get up. They don't go from there. Look, she obviously is going to have a headache tomorrow, even if she's okay. That can knock you out. That can damage your spine. That can cause some severe problems later on in the future. You might not even realize how much damage that does right away. There are people that have broke their necks and not realized they've broken their necks. I know it seems like the movies, when you break your neck, you die. It's not the case. You can break your neck and be fine. It's when you snap the spinal cord that usually all the things stop working. In this instance, though, even a vertebrae moving funny in your neck you get the vertebrae there, you get a little cord in the center around them, and then you get one that has fluid in it for your spine. And you sever that thing a little bit, and you stop getting that spinal fluid in the rest of your back, and things stop working properly. And you can become a vegetable at best. Dead often is where that goes. For next day, who knows? She could bump her head slightly and die, like realistically. She needs to go in and get an MRI and get her neck checked for sure. And I hope she did. I hope that she's fine. And often they play this out to look more damaging than it really is. But as someone who would do backyard wrestling with his siblings and ended up putting his brother in a neck brace, be careful. Even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, you can hurt them. This isn't an MMA bout. These guys aren't making any money doing this stuff. There's not enough money in amateur wrestling to risk your neck and spine, guys. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think in the comments below? Again, I hope she's okay. I hope this is just more for show than anything else. I have a feeling if it was severe, the refs probably wouldn't have rolled her out of there like they were rolling up a taquito. Anyway, I'm your buddy Moojuice Magic. Thanks for everybody for subscribing to the channel so far. We're over 100. That'd be cool. I'd like to get to 500 by the end of next year. If we can do that, that'd be grand. I'd be stoked. Appreciate you guys and all the views and likes. Please leave your comments, and I love you in the face. We'll catch you next time.